So what do you do on a hot day when the humidity is higher than the temperature? Well, yeah, you do testing that involves heat lamps, of course. Hey everybody, it is a lovely moist day in southwestern Ohio, and of course we've picked the most uncomfortable day to do some testing that involves, of course, heat and adding more moisture to what's going on. This is the Regal-built 20th century guitar that has the bent up soundboard right here. We've got it on the go bar deck, but we've got to figure out a way to instill a proper amount of moisture and heat to allow that wood to become supple enough for us to hopefully flatten it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some testing. I have a heat lamp, a heat bulb in there, and I've got my thermocouple for the LMI bending blanket. So as you can see, yeah, it's 81% humidity right now, 75 degrees. The thermocouple is reading 78 degrees. I have it set to limit at 230 degrees. We're not really going to use this because we're not using a heating blanket. We're going to see if we can get away with just using the heat lamp to get us to a warm enough temperature. Is it going to work? I don't know. That's why it's called a test. So far, that has been the max. It briefly hit 162. Is that going to be enough? I'm not sure. If we couple that with moisture, which is going to help to conduct the heat, will that be enough? I don't know. We're going to have to see. In the meantime, we are definitely in the area that glue is going to get softened. So I'm going to try to whip up a little bit of maybe impromptu heat shielding to keep the guitar from just flying apart. We've been here for, it seems to have pretty much stabilized at about 145, 147. We've been here for probably 10 minutes, and that is with the moist cloth on top of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the light, and we're going to poke down and see if that wood has gotten soft and let go any. If it hasn't, then we're going to make sure that that wood is a little bit moist. Then we're going to take that cloth up, because maybe that cloth is providing enough of a thermal mass to keep some of those BTUs from transferring down into that wood. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Good grief. That's fairly pliable, but I'm just not quite happy with that yet. Let's heat that for just a little bit more. Let's see what that gives us. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'm sure the color balance is probably going insane right now. I have not heard any snapping or cracking, which is a good sign. Knock on wood. That was some popping. I think that might have been a... Okay, I am flat. I am flat down on that. I do have a support piece underneath this cutting board, so I'm not getting any deflection off of that cutting board. So, well, just have to let it sit for a day or so and see what we get. Alright, we're back the next day. Let's take a look and see for the hero or for the zero. Yep, hopped up a little bit. Are we closer? I don't know. It's definitely better. Is it fixed? I don't think so. So now, let's take it out and look at it. Better? Yeah, we're better. Much better. Can it be better than that? Absolutely. So let's think about it for a minute. So I think the question is, do we heat it again and try to flatten it again? I don't know. think about it. Given that we are in the midst of trying to rebuild a computer right now. Right, it's progress. Sweet. Be a second episode in this one. Alright. Here we go, Adam. Stage 1. It's better. You can still see right there a little bit of a scoosh going on there. But you know what's interesting is they took a channel out of here to put the wood inlay in, and they didn't put anything on the back side of that. I find that kind of interesting. So yeah, I think we'll call this better. Not as good. We're pretty close. Hey, if you like this episode of RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations, you might want to check this video out as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, consider stepping over to our Patreon page and giving that a look. Y'all have a good weekend. Cheers.